Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Sunday Service. And today, seeing as it's Christmas Eve, I thought it was only right to do a kind of festive episode. And what I'm going to do today is to focus on the Christmas story, and not so much the literal meaning of it, but to dig into the metaphysical and metaphorical meaning of this story. So, many of you, I'm sure, if not all of you, know the story of Christmas, which is the Virgin Mary being pregnant with Jesus Christ and giving birth to Jesus Christ, who would be the saviour of the world according to the Christian religion. And whether or not you believe in that story, let's put that to one side just for this video and think about what the deeper meaning, the metaphorical meaning of that story might be for us. So Mary, the Virgin Mary, pregnant with the possibility of the saviour of the world. And for me, the metaphorical meaning of that is that within all of us, we are all pregnant with possibility, and the origin of that possibility is God, the universe, whatever higher power, bigger force you believe controls things here, or maybe not so much controls, but the origin of our existence here on earth. So for me, the meaning is all about our possibility, what we're pregnant with. We're pregnant with the truth of who we are, and we have a choice whether we want to give birth to that truth and that possibility, bring it to life and live it, or whether we want to suppress it or abort it effectively. And we do have a choice. We absolutely have a choice in this. But I'm here today to try and encourage you to choose the option of bringing your potential to life and bringing your potential to the world. Absolutely no doubt that that is a scary, scary prospect. If you're like me and you're a control enthusiast and you like to be able to predict and plan where your life is going, saying yes to what is effectively infinite and unknown possibility within you is pretty scary. I feel like even if we might have big dreams, we still put limits on our dreams and what we think is possible for us in life. But this idea is asking us to go bigger than that, to think bigger than that, to think past the limited possibilities that we've considered before, to consider the possibility of infinite possibilities, which is mind-boggling, but I believe is the truth of this world that we live in. There are just infinite possibilities, and we are a part of that, and we get to play a part in that, and we get to experience that, but only if we say yes to birthing the truth of who we are, to living the truth of who we are. And the alternative, saying no, suppressing that, never really digging into what that might be for us, is a life half lived, I believe. It's a life at the end of which that we will look back and wonder what might have been. And in the times that we're living in now, I also believe that it's a life in which darkness will prevail over light. And I truly don't believe that ultimately darkness will prevail over light, but at this point in time, it really is an all hands on deck situation. So if there's any glimmer within you that you might have something to contribute to the world, then please follow that glimmer. Do whatever you can to increase its brightness and to understand what it is that you were put here to contribute, and to find out how to bring that to life. You know, it perhaps takes some nurturing. You know, if we think about pregnancy and all of the nutrients and resources that are required to bring that potential, that possibility, to the point when it is ready to be given birth to, you know, that's a lot of work, that's a lot of effort, it takes a lot of care. And the same goes for our possibility and our potential. We absolutely have to nurture it, whether that be physically through taking care of ourselves, whether that be spiritually through meditating and just taking the time to consider what our potential might be and what we really want to contribute. And, you know, I always say, and I will repeat this over and over again, our dreams are not random. They were given to us for a reason, and that reason is that we were meant to realize them. And they may seem big, they may seem too big almost for you, tiny little you, to accomplish. But remember that you won't be doing it alone. There are bigger forces at work, and also as soon as we start to declare our dreams and our desires, the universe and other people around us start to organize in order to help us to bring that dream to life. So I hope that this video has given you some pause for thought during this festive season, which can be just busy, go, and no time for anything. And I just want to encourage you to find some time this festive season to consider what you might, what your potential might be, to consider what might be stopping you. You may well know what your potential is, but you might just be denying it or trying to pretend that that's not the case. Why is that? What's stopping you from bringing that part of you and that potential to life? How could you remove those obstacles? What could you do to remove those obstacles? And yeah, I just would encourage you to dig into that. Ask yourself those questions, maybe as part of your New Year review, and just start to get clear on what you need to move out of the way in 2018, what you need to do to nurture yourself more and to nurture your potential more in 2018, and then put a plan in place, because the world needs you to embrace, to embody, and to shine your light. So that's it for today's episode. I very much look forward to speaking to you again next week. In the meantime, I am taking on one-to-one clients. So if you feel like you are ready to give birth to your potential, but you just need some guidance and somebody running alongside you as you do that, then please do get in touch for a free 45-minute discovery call, and we can figure out whether working together might be the right thing. So I will leave you with that, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. Bye for now.